pulling or plunge. To operate a crane, press S to enter or exit, then move the magnet left or right, press F to turn the magnet on and off. These are the sort of puzzles we are dealing with now. Have you ever seen another game that featured Vikings operating cranes? But that's okay, they can totally figure this stuff out on their own. 3 Vikings, 1 crane. The smart bomb is simply tantalizing the Vikings, but it seems you can't really pick it up. The puzzle here takes some thinking. You have a button to press. You can't press it with an arrow, so you need to have one of your Vikings do so. The crane here isn't simply for decorational purposes. See that cartoon electricity? To avoid getting Olaf fried, as soon as he's done pressing the button, I need to lift him up using the power of magnets. Let's try that again. There we go. Now we can proceed further ahead to an area filled with springs. To get on the springs, we need to make use of the conveniently placed Viking-sized seesaw. It feels ridiculous to say, but what else do you think we're dealing with here? It's a seesaw. Since Eric is the only one who can jump, the order of operations seems fairly straightforward. I need to get him on the springs last, since the operation we're running here is under the motto of no Viking left behind. Time to investigate that L duct to the right. It seems to be the sole entrance to a room which only contains a single smart bomb. Why would the only way of entering a room be through a man-sized metal tunnel covered with a grate? We may never know. Time to further engage in our hobby of industrial spelunking. A degree of caution is necessary in these cramped dark spaces, since you cannot tell where you are precisely. The rocket-firing android constitutes a threat. My arrows do no damage to him, and thus I need to utilize the smart bomb to get past him. The exit from this level can be spotted above the room we're in. It's springtime again. The end to our bouncing is nigh. Close above there are 2 enemies for our heroes to face, a spinning buzzsaw and an asterisk dropper. Seriously, what is that thing? Is it dropping snowflakes on our heroes? If that's the case, why do they get hurt? I've scouted ahead and can already see what needs to be done here, but the area needs to be clear first. I need to get my Vikings up there and eliminate both the threats. Safely tucked under the shield, Baliak can unleash a stream of arrows at the menacing Twirler. Now would be the time to stop the mobile snowflake factory before it can cause any more harm. As far as I can tell, to kill that thing I first need to get up on Olaf's shield to reach it. If I mistime it, I can get hurt, fall off, and will have to try again, assuming I don't accidentally die in the process. It's a risky maneuver to perform, though a necessary one at this point. I could have of course used the smart bomb to kill this thing, ignoring the android completely, but how could I have known? The way right has been explored and all that's left is left. Let's head over there and use giant magnets to solve all our problems. Time to get down and push the button, opening up the way to the exit for everyone.
If Tomato is so evil, then why does he leave these bombs and machines for us to use?
No one else in video games wonders about that stuff.
Yeah, quit being a troublemaker, Olaf.